Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 medieval battle. In this match against Jafalris, I have the German Imperial with Hungarian allies against his German South or East. So this is a practice match for the Digital League. If you're not familiar, you choose 4 lists, and based on ranking and what other people choose, you get one of those choices. These are each of our first choices, so we both chose Germans. And gonna see what we can do. The league will probably have begun by the time this video posts. So I really don't know the meta yet of this game, but I do know that Jafalris gets a solid medium foot line of irregular foot, 7 units, and ribos, 3 units if he wants them. So I figure he'll probably put a bunch of medium foot facing this rough ground, and I only get access to 1 irregular foot, 2 ribos, and crossbowmen, archers, and the like. Well, the archers are going to be more likely to disrupt lightly protected foot. Crossbowmen don't do so well against infantry, really. They're better against cavalry and heavily armored troops in general. So I have that supported by light archers, Teutonic Order knights, so they're a little tiny bit better than regular knights, supported by crossbowmen, some spearmen, including the Low Country spearmen, deep spear for better impact against knights if they stand on the defensive, and just large unit size to help absorb casualties. A decent sized swarm of missile cavalry to try to strike out on the left. On the right, we're just going to hold it with some skirmishers, raw crossbowmen. They won't last against anyone really, but 21 points, disordered in the woods. Anyone who attacks them will also be disordered. They're a delaying force, basically. And some more knights, spearmen, and crossbowmen to hold this open area. Alright then, force comp and deployment. What's it gonna be? Let's see, the max complement of 4 Nomad Light Horse Archers. And remember, these only cost 32 now, unlike the 40 that they cost in Ancients. Dismounted Knights and Sergeants, Spears, Knights, Crossbows, pretty standard stuff. Irregular Foot and Archers for the rough ground. Knights, and Crossbowmen, and Spears. It's going to be a little bit difficult for my shooting cavalry wing to get through, but we'll have to try our best. Spread out our spears, get our crossbowmen to the wing. And what, do we spread out yet? Not open. So this is not disordering, but it does mean that the Knightly Lancers impact, so 200 against any foot, or 150 against steady spearmen, is just not going to happen. So instead, we would just get the troop quality POA. So in the case of the City Knights and Sergeants, it's 25. The Knights and Sergeants, it ought to be 50. That's right. Which is not very pretty. So we probably want to keep the Knights away from this as much as possible. Next turn. Good. Let's keep the mounted crossbowmen closer to these knights. And move our mounted archers more to the flank. And the Secklers can charge their light spears. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to go. Javaris is already convinced that he's made some purchasing mistakes. It's a bit early for that. I am not yet convinced that this investment in non-knightly cavalry is going to have been worth it, given the whole 2 units of crossbowmen situation here. Well, let's take some pot shots. See what happens. Held firm. Too bad. If I move forward here, my lights still get disrupted. Yeah, let's see if we can't slip a couple units behind. Otherwise, we can hang back for the moment and see how the skirmish develops. Next turn. Yeah, that unit of crossbowmen concerns me. Guess he didn't like that. Suppose I probably follow up. Bit dangerous, but let's do it. This is all a giant waste of ammo, but that's okay. It's not a very good use of ammo for him to shoot at my lights either, so I'll take it. Now to exploit this situation, I'm going to have to reinforce it. To reinforce it, I'll need to just really stretch the whole line forward. I don't know if I really feel like I want to do that. Let's leave it at that for now. And commence skirmishing, I suppose. Good. This would actually be a great place to put Raw Spearman, because it'll cancel out the Nightly Impact POA. Of course, that goes for both of us. This will put us within bow shot of his main units of archers. I think we just have to accept it. Well, that's something. That stayed just a bit further back, I think. be ready to pop out and harass these knights. Same with these raw crossbowmen. Not that their fire will disorder the forest and quaking in their knot boots, I guess, when the knights get close is going to be very effective. Next turn. Alright. Counterattack in the center, to be expected. Yep. Ooh. Lucky you. Alright, we'll need to target the irregular foot and not the archers because we only have one medium foot unit with the impact capability here. Don't really care about the crossbowmen either, they're terrible at shooting up lightly armored infantry. Again, I can ignore that quite safely. Do I want to move here to be ready to shoot that way, or just turn here to shoot that way? Let's just turn here. 6. Is it even worth it? Well, that's worth it. In which case, yes, it's worth it. If we move this here, nope, still can't do it. Okay. Damn. Fine, work your way around and just be annoying. They're in charge range of our defensive spearmen, so it's time for our own knights to come out to fight. Next up. Held firm, huh? Too bad. Who do we soak with the rest of our arrows? Let's start putting pressure on this wing. It's going to be a bad day for our crossbowmen eventually, but that's okay. Try for a charge. They evade, and we fail to catch them. No surprise. How's that? Not bad. How's that? That's fine, just do it. Then go for impact. Nope, bounce, but we can push into charge range. Start circling around. Get everybody ready to cross over. Good. Then what? Could fall back, or we could advance and expose ourselves to a flank. Maybe inch forward. Shoot the knights. And the question is, do I... Yeah, I do bring my own knights up. Now, these knights, do I push them across here? Or do I assume that I need them here? Probably need them here. I'm going to have to trust that this force is going to just take care of this right wing. Yes, we'll probably lose this unit. Not yet, but soon. We have a general here. How much do I care about losing these units? I'm not sure that I do care all that much. We can move here. And if he moves to flank... No, we can't do that. It's too dangerous. Unfortunate. Now, I could try to get these irregular foot up forward to protect the archers, but I just don't know that I care that much about this force, to be honest. Stand and shoot. Oh yeah, you lot. So, we're probably going to do rather badly here. The question is, can we roll this or do well enough here that the loss of the center doesn't matter? Next turn, heard a rally horn on his light archers. No big deal. Ouch. It's unfortunate. Oh, hello. How annoying. Well, let's charge the crossbowmen. Disruption. Wonderful. Held firm. How is this? 49%? Let's work on the knights then. Held firm. And sure, why not? We probably won't get caught. Probably. Okay, and charge. Delightful. We'll stand our ground here. Shoot. And shoot. Okay, next up, we could do that. Do I want to? Well, inflict some casualties. That's fine. Let's charge. We have a general. Too bad. This is gonna get a little bit messy, but if we block them in, then we charge head on, then we get the flank. They frag, so let's go for an automatic break. No? No. This impact is unfortunate, but it's that or just being shot at. Oof. Alright. Then what? Let's loose and loose. Held firm. Okay, because we held firm, we can move there. Damn. Alright. Well, zone them in. Unfortunate. If he charges here, then we can move and threaten a flank, so then he'll bring these in. It's a mess, but it's basically, long story short, not looking too good in the center. We'll want to bring... Can't decide if I want these crossbowmen to help fight over here or move into the rough. Probably move into the rough in case things go not well. I set myself up to get flanked here, so I'll at least attempt to slow that down. Shove them off the map, maybe? Good. Alright, now it begins in earnest. Next turn. Yeah, these Rebos, I don't know that they're worth 30 points. In fact, I know they're not, and yet sometimes you have to have them, so that's unfortunate. The old blocking tricks, I won't be able to... Well, I guess I wouldn't have been able to flank anyway. I believe with the game coding, I won't turn around to face? I'm not sure. The way it's supposed to work is that if a light charge hits you, and non-light troops are threatening your flank, you won't turn around. But what I don't know is whether it means troops that were there at the start or end of the turn. Got a frag, that's good. Although I doubt that knights are going to drop cohesion. General depth impact foot. It's not very impressive, but I think I'm going to lose this whole patch of rough ground. The question is, can I be successful enough on the wings that it doesn't even matter? Well, so far, at least, our crossbows haven't turned around. Maybe he's going for the knights, actually. That would be a good move, too. Well, I suppose we charge the crossbowmen, because what else are we going to do? Oh, that was very underwhelming. Cool. Get these archers out of immediate cohesion check range so they can be in later terrible cohesion check range. I'm afraid the rot is spreading from the center to the center right, and whether I have time to recover might depend on when these city knights stop running off. If they know what's good for them, they're going to just keep running and never turn back. Suppose I'll want these crossbowmen. Nothing good for them to be doing. They'll turn around, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about that. Alright, these melees are mostly bad. It's loose. And loose again. Held firm. Right, go for a break here? No. Do I want to force the issue or threaten a flank? I suspect I want to threaten a flank. Well, actually, let's see how horrible this is first. Not that bad. Could try something completely idiotic here. That seems really just too dumb. We'll consider the stupidity. If I go here, no. Alright, well we're just gonna have to hope this works. Do they stay? No, cowards. Okay. Alternative then, is that worth it? Almost certainly not. Am I gonna do it anyway? I'm afraid I'll just bounce. Yeah, I don't think I can justify. I almost did the dumb thing, but no. Prepare to arc around. Take a check. Oh shit! You absolute clowns! Jesus Christ! All right. Okay, making my usual ridiculously early pessimistic prediction. It's turn 8 out of 24. Guessing that I'm going to lose this one. Let's see how that goes. Next turn. Do they insta-break? Oh. That whole thing was so unfortunate. Low Country Spearmen, hold firm. Alright. Oh, this is coming apart. Of all things, our lack of irregular foot is doing this, and it's ridiculous. Come on, it's about time. Good. I deeply regret that move with the mounted crossbowmen. Nope. Well, let's get the flank. Yeah, of all things, I should have put a general on my irregular foot. It just feels wrong. It's very different from ancients. I suppose we might as well shoot. We're gonna get flanked here then, unless we can. I suppose we have to do that then. Well, the crossbowmen could do fine against the regular foot in the melee. It's the impact that they're down 100. Right, this, we have to accept it. Wait to the show, and I suppose we should just finish this off. How does that charge anyway? Terrible. Great. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. This is all about to go. A fair chunk of this is about to go too. This is quite the messy battle, Jafalrus says. Yeah. But I have made my official loss prediction, so I think it's going to be messier for me. Ugh. Oh, that's nice. Bad impact and disruption. More disruption. Yeah, this is collapsing. Come on. So as this battle goes on, I'm increasingly glad that I did not roll this army for the League. I ended up rolling Polish with Baltic allies. And the problem with this current list is that the medium foot is terrible, and that matters more than I thought it did in medieval. Probably doesn't matter as much as it did in ancients, but it matters, and a lot of my route percent comes from the total collapse of my center, my inferior medium foot. Let's see what this does. They hold firm. Can we? No, we're too far because of these streams slowing our movement. So now we break. That's good, but it doesn't mean much in an immediate sense. I think we need to get the Secklers forward to threaten the Knights from behind. Do I want to do that? Let's do it. Not exactly what I had in mind. I was hoping more to charge them in the rear. Well, get some crossbow fire down. I should have charged the rear here first, so it would have been an automatic drop. I didn't think of that. Do I do it now? Maybe I do. Then we can pop out like this. Damn, that was a risk. And we took it. I'm going to risk turning and shooting because this rough patch behind us will disorder the knights more than our men, I believe. Yeah. Alright, finish that. It's the little things. That gave us satisfaction, even if they don't win us matches. Ooh. Next turn. Jafaris is hating on heavy weapons because of their lack of pushback. Yeah, sometimes it's good that they don't push back, but often it's disappointing. But I don't think he's got much to be lamenting about in this match. Yeah, given that whole situation. Oh. Oh, come on. That worked out as planned, at least. Very annoying, locking in his own cavalry so that I can't force a flank. And now the part where everybody runs away. Continued. No? Not yet then, okay. Here, throw some pot shots into these knights. Next up. No, why can't you? Right, zone of control there. Well, hell with it, charge. No. They're fairly close to auto-braking anyway. 6 more casualties. Okay. Do it. It's over anyway. These knights charge our crossbowmen, then we might be able to countercharge. Here, unfortunately, I have to do that. No, actually, it's not worth it. He could find a way to charge me and force a flank attack. We gotta square up. It's a complete waste of a good unit. Close to auto break. Tempted to join in, but instead we'll throw in another volley. Not that it matters. Crush these irregular foot. Can't do anything, so we'll need to also square up and hope for best. No, says game. Alright, well, this ought to be over in a turn or two. So Jafar is fairly impressed with how well those irregular foot worked in controlling the rough ground. Too bad all my opponents this season of the league are rocking Baltic foot and Highlanders. Yeah, I'll talk about that a bit more at the end of the game. Which should be coming up soon at this rate. Oh no. In fact, it might be coming up now. Oh yeah, it's coming up now. Great. Yeah, that was a unfortunate pursuit. Now, unless some kind of rally happens, we are done. There we go. We lose. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Two things. Well, maybe three things costing this game. One thing, I really didn't look carefully enough at the list, or I discounted how much it mattered that I only had one medium foot unit with an impact capability, and the rebos are fine in melee, but just don't cut it on impact. So I think they can still be used effectively in forests where everyone is disordered and impact is deadened. But here, Jafalris's irregular foot just could not be touched. They just tore me to pieces. And ripping out the center of my line opened up all kinds of bad things on the wings and gave him a healthy route percent lead. I also made a severe mistake here when I tried to fall back with those mounted crossbowmen. It's not just the fact that they rolled badly and fragged that was a mistake. So as you recall, the situation was like crossbowmen, knights. So if I just turned and shot from here, one, I might have disrupted the knights. Now that's not a huge deal. Even disrupted knights could just massacre mounted crossbowmen. They probably still would have tried to evade. More importantly, had I done that, Jafar's choice would have been either stand and get shot at, or charged. Now, if he charged, he may or may not have caught my crossbowman, but either way, it would have meant that his knights were out of the way, and I had freed up another non-light cavalry unit to work around the flank. But instead, I tried to be over clever, fragged my crossbowman, he charged, my steady ones evaded, and then he charged into frag ones and broke them. So instead of having one unit push back and one forward in a flanking position, I had one broken and one push back. And just one more non-light cavalry unit on the flank can make all the difference in a battle. My knights, by the way, are still doing fine, but they just haven't gotten back to the fray in time to do anything. And here I did make some minor mistakes. I could have gotten an extra break or two in, but I think by the time I had made those mistakes, battle was already lost. So unfortunate, but not the main factor. So overall, having played this battle, this list, the German Imperial with Hungarian allies, was my number one choice for the season of the league, and I did not get it. I'm very happy about that because the medium foot situation is just unacceptable. Instead, I rolled Polish with Baltic allies, and they get impact foot for their mediums. Given the army compositions, I think I should have played more defensively. Jafalvis and I, we play friendly games. We normally just kind of trundle forward and slam into each other because it's fun and we're not playing for competition here. But to have a better chance, I should have deployed further back, this open ground where his mediums would have been a liability, not an asset. Still could have anchored on this forest, no problem. And I could have anchored on this hill too. Would have lost any advantage that the stream gave me, but I don't think it was much of an advantage. So I think a defensive game where I deployed from this hill to the open, anchor on this forest. If Jafaris had actually advanced into that, I think I would have had a very good chance of winning. There's a also a decent chance that he would have simply seen that position and declined to do so, which will be understandable. So, good game and well done to Javaris, and good luck to him this season of the league.